Tonight, I want you to pause for a moment and really listen, because what I'm about to share could gently change the way your body responds to you. If you truly want to burn fat, feel lighter, and move with more ease as the years go by, there are certain things you must stop doing right now. Not because you've failed, not because you're weak, but because your body deserves better care, better understanding, and better patience. As we get older, our bodies don't respond well to extremes. Harsh dieting, punishing exercise, and constant self-criticism do not burn fat. They create stress, and stress is one of the biggest reasons fat holds on so tightly. If you want to burn fat, you must stop fighting your body and start working with it. For many years, people have been taught to believe that fat loss comes from fighting the body, pushing harder, eating less, and judging themselves more harshly. This belief becomes even more damaging as we grow older, because the body changes and no longer responds well to punishment. When you constantly battle your body, it interprets that struggle as danger. In response, it slows metabolism, increases stress hormones, and holds on to fat as a form of protection. This is not weakness, it is biology. The body is always trying to keep you alive, and when it senses threat, it resists change. True fat loss begins the moment you stop treating your body like an enemy and start seeing it as a partner that needs care, trust, and patience. Working with your body means listening to its signals instead of ignoring them. Hunger, fatigue, stiffness, and cravings are not signs of failure, they are messages asking for balance. When you respond with nourishment, rest, and gentle movement, the body relaxes. A relaxed body burns fat more efficiently because it feels safe. Safety tells your metabolism that it no longer needs to store excess energy for survival. This is especially important for older adults whose nervous systems are more sensitive to stress. When stress is reduced, hormones begin to balance, digestion improves, and inflammation slowly decreases, creating an internal environment where fat loss can naturally occur. Another part of working with your body is respecting its pace. Many people expect rapid results and become frustrated when change does not happen quickly. That frustration creates emotional stress, which again signals danger to the body. Slow progress is not failure, it is healing. When weight changes gradually, muscle is preserved, energy remains stable, and the results last longer. Your body prefers consistency over intensity and kindness over force. When you choose gentle routines and sustainable habits, your body begins to trust you again, and that trust allows it to release stored fat without resistance. Self-talk also plays a powerful role in this process. When you constantly criticize your body, compare yourself to others, or believe it is too late to change, you reinforce the stress response. The body listens to the mind, and negative thoughts keep it locked in protection mode. Speaking to yourself with encouragement and gratitude sends a very different signal. It tells the body that it is supported, not attacked. Over time, this shift in mindset lowers cortisol levels and improves hormonal balance, making fat loss feel less like a struggle and more like a natural outcome of better care. Working with your body also means honoring its need for rest, recovery, and balance. Overtraining, undereating, and constant pressure disconnect you from your body's wisdom. When you slow down, breathe deeply, and create routines that support sleep, movement, and nourishment, you rebuild that connection. Fat loss then becomes a byproduct of overall health rather than the sole focus. The body responds best when it feels respected, supported, and understood, and when you stop fighting it and start cooperating with it, lasting transformation becomes possible. Many people believe that eating less and less is the fastest way to burn fat, but this belief often works against the body, especially as we grow older. When meals are skipped or food is severely restricted, the body does not interpret this as a smart weight loss strategy. It sees it as a threat. In response, metabolism slows down, energy levels drop, and the body becomes more efficient at storing fat. This survival response is deeply rooted in human biology, and no amount of willpower can override it. Starving the body creates fear within the system, and a fearful body holds on tightly to weight rather than releasing it. Nourishing the body regularly sends a powerful signal of safety. When you eat balanced meals throughout the day, your body understands that food is available and there is no danger. This sense of security allows the metabolism to function properly. Blood sugar levels stabilize, cravings decrease, and energy becomes more consistent. For older adults, this is especially important because hormonal balance becomes more sensitive to irregular eating patterns. Regular nourishment supports insulin function and prevents the sharp spikes and crashes that often lead to fat storage around the abdomen. The quality of food matters just as much as the timing. Nourishment does not mean overeating or indulging in processed foods. It means choosing whole, natural foods that provide real nutrients. Clean proteins help preserve muscle, which is essential for maintaining a healthy metabolism. Healthy fats support hormone production and reduce inflammation. Vegetables and fruits provide fiber, vitamins, and minerals that improve digestion and help the body eliminate waste efficiently. When the body receives the nutrients it needs, it no longer sends urgent hunger signals that lead to overeating later in the day. Starving the body also affects mental and emotional health. Severe restriction increases irritability, anxiety, and emotional eating. This creates a cycle where people restrict during the day and overeat at night, followed by guilt and more restriction the next day. Nourishing the body breaks this cycle. When meals are satisfying and balanced, the mind feels calmer, decisions become easier, and emotional eating loses its grip. A well-fed body and mind work together, creating stability instead of chaos. As we age, muscle loss becomes a concern, and muscle is one of the most important factors in fat burning. Undereating accelerates muscle loss, which further slows metabolism. Proper nourishment protects muscle tissue and supports strength, balance, and mobility. This means that nourishing the body is not only about fat loss, but also about maintaining independence and quality of life. When you stop starving yourself and start feeding your body with respect and consistency, fat loss becomes a natural result of improved metabolic health rather than a constant struggle. Many people believe that the harder they exercise, the more fat they will burn, but for older adults, this approach often backfires. Intense, exhausting workouts place heavy stress on the body and nervous system. Instead of encouraging fat loss, this stress raises cortisol levels, a hormone that signals the body to store fat, particularly around the abdomen. When workouts leave you drained, sore for days, or discouraged, the body interprets that strain as danger. In response, it conserves energy and resists releasing stored fat. Fat loss does not require punishment, it requires consistency and balance. Gentle, regular movement sends a very different message to the body. Walking, light stretching, mobility exercises, gentle strength training, and controlled breathing calm the nervous system while improving circulation and muscle engagement. These forms of movement support fat burning without overwhelming the body. They increase insulin sensitivity, allowing the body to use fuel more efficiently instead of storing it as fat. When movement feels safe and enjoyable, it becomes sustainable, and sustainability is the key to long-term change. Consistent light exercise also protects the joints and reduces the risk of injury. As we age, recovery time becomes longer, and intense workouts can lead to inflammation, pain, and setbacks that stop progress altogether. Gentle movement keeps joints lubricated, improves posture, and maintains flexibility. When the body moves freely without pain, daily activity increases naturally, leading to greater calorie use throughout the day without deliberate effort. Small movements repeated daily have a powerful cumulative effect on metabolism. Another important benefit of light exercise is muscle preservation. Muscle tissue plays a crucial role in burning fat, even at rest. Extreme workouts combined with undereating can actually lead to muscle loss, slowing metabolism further. Gentle strength exercises using body weight or light resistance stimulate muscles without exhausting them. This helps maintain strength, balance, and stability, which are essential for independence and confidence later in life. A stronger body burns fat more efficiently and recovers more quickly. Light movement also supports mental and emotional well-being. Gentle exercise reduces stress, improves mood, and enhances sleep quality. When stress levels decrease, cortisol drops, and the body becomes more willing to release stored fat. Exercise should energize you, not drain you. When movement leaves you feeling refreshed and calm, it creates a positive feedback loop that encourages consistency and trust in your body. Choosing gentle, consistent movement over intense exercise is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. It respects the body's changing needs and supports long-term health. When movement becomes a daily habit rather than a punishment, fat loss becomes a natural response to improve balance, strength, and overall well-being. Many people focus only on food and exercise when trying to burn fat, but they often overlook the powerful role of sleep and stress. Poor sleep and chronic stress quietly work against the body, making fat loss extremely difficult no matter how healthy the diet or how consistent the movement. When the body is tired or overwhelmed, it shifts into survival mode. In this state, hormones that regulate hunger, energy, and fat storage become imbalanced. Cortisol levels rise, insulin sensitivity drops, and the body is encouraged to store fat rather than release it, especially around the midsection. Lack of quality sleep disrupts the natural rhythm of the body. When sleep is shortened or restless, hormones that control appetite are affected. Hunger hormones increase, while the hormones that signal fullness decrease. This leads to stronger cravings, particularly for sugary and processed foods that provide quick energy. At the same time, fatigue reduces motivation for movement and makes healthy choices feel harder. Over time, this cycle creates weight gain and stubborn fat that seems impossible to lose, even with effort. Stress has a similar effect on the body. Emotional, mental, or physical stress triggers the release of cortisol, which prepares the body for danger. While this response is useful in short bursts, constant stress keeps cortisol levels elevated. High cortisol signals the body to hold on to fat as protection. It also increases inflammation, disrupts digestion, and interferes with sleep, creating a cycle that traps the body in fat storing mode. For older adults, stress has an even stronger impact because the body's ability to recover is already reduced. Improving sleep and reducing stress send a powerful message of safety to the body. When the body feels safe, it relaxes and fat loss becomes possible. Simple habits such as maintaining a regular sleep schedule, dimming lights in the evening, limiting screen time, and practicing deep breathing before bed can greatly improve sleep quality. Even small improvements in sleep can restore hormonal balance and support metabolism. Managing stress does not require dramatic changes. Gentle practices like slow breathing, gratitude, prayer, meditation, stretching, or quiet time in nature help calm the nervous system. These moments of calm lower cortisol levels and improve emotional resilience. When the mind settles, the body follows. Digestion improves, cravings lessen, and energy becomes more stable throughout the day. When sleep is deep and stress is managed, the body begins to heal. Hormones regulate naturally, inflammation decreases, and metabolism functions more efficiently. Fat loss then becomes a side effect of balance rather than a forced effort. Rest and calm are not luxuries. They are essential tools for long-term health and sustainable fat loss. Expand Keynote No. 5 into 500 words without any headings and ending sentences. Point 3. Many people search for dramatic solutions when it comes to fat loss, believing that only big changes can produce real results. In reality, it is the small daily lifestyle habits that quietly shape the body over time. Quick fixes often create short-term changes followed by frustration and weight regain. For older adults especially, the body responds best to gentle, consistent routines that support balance rather than extremes. When healthy habits are repeated daily, the body adapts in a positive way and fat loss becomes a natural outcome instead of a constant struggle. Simple daily choices such as eating at regular times, drinking enough water, and moving gently throughout the day have a powerful effect on metabolism. These habits keep blood sugar stable, improve digestion, and support hormone balance. When the body experiences predictability and rhythm, it feels safe. Safety allows the metabolism to function efficiently, reducing the urge to store fat. Even short walks, light stretching, or standing up regularly during the day can increase energy use without stressing the body. Lifestyle habits also influence inflammation, which plays a major role in fat storage and overall health. Poor routines, such as sitting for long periods, eating processed foods, or neglecting sleep, increase inflammation and slow down fat burning. On the other hand, choosing whole foods, maintaining gentle activity, and allowing time for rest reduce inflammation and support healing. These changes may seem small, but over weeks and months they transform how the body functions at a cellular level. Consistency is far more important than perfection. Many people abandon healthy habits because they miss a day or make a mistake and feel discouraged. The body does not require perfection, it responds to patterns. Returning to simple routines after a setback keeps progress moving forward. This mindset reduces stress and emotional eating, which are common barriers to fat loss. When habits feel manageable and realistic, they are easier to maintain long-term. Daily routines also affect mental and emotional well-being. A predictable lifestyle creates calm and reduces anxiety. When the mind feels stable, decision-making improves and cravings become easier to control. This emotional balance supports healthier food choices and regular movement without constant effort. Over time, these habits build confidence and trust in the body's ability to change. Fat loss achieved through small daily habits is more sustainable because it respects the body's natural pace. These habits strengthen the foundation of health, supporting not only weight management but also energy, mobility, and independence. When lifestyle changes are gentle and consistent, they create lasting results that continue to benefit the body for years to come. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful yet overlooked tools in the journey toward fat loss and better health. Many people focus entirely on food and exercise while ignoring the constant conversation happening in their mind. Negative self-talk, doubt, and frustration place the body under continuous stress. When the mind is harsh, the body responds defensively by releasing stress hormones that slow metabolism and increase fat storage. This happens quietly and consistently, making progress feel impossible even when healthy habits are in place. The body listens closely to thoughts and emotions. When you repeatedly tell yourself that it is too late, that your body is broken, or that change is impossible, your nervous system reacts as if it is under threat. This emotional stress keeps cortisol elevated and prevents the body from relaxing into a fat-burning state. On the other hand, when thoughts are supportive and encouraging, the nervous system calms. A calm nervous system allows hormones to balance, digestion to improve, and energy to flow more freely, all of which support natural fat loss. A positive mindset does not mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means approaching the body with patience and respect rather than judgment. Accepting where you are while believing in gradual improvement creates emotional safety. This sense of safety reduces emotional eating and impulsive choices. When the mind feels stable, food becomes nourishment instead of comfort, and movement becomes enjoyable rather than forced. Gratitude plays a powerful role in this transformation. Taking a moment each day to appreciate what your body can do, rather than focusing on its flaws, shifts your emotional state. Gratitude lowers stress hormones and improves overall well-being. Over time, this practice builds a stronger connection between mind and body. When you feel connected to your body, you are more likely to care for it with healthy food, gentle movement, and adequate rest. Belief in your ability to change is especially important for older adults. Many people assume that aging makes improvement impossible, but the body is always capable of adaptation. When you believe that change is possible, even slowly, you create motivation without pressure. This belief reduces fear and resistance, allowing the body to respond positively to healthy habits. A positive mindset turns fat loss from a battle into a journey of healing. It replaces frustration with patience and fear with trust. When the mind supports the body instead of criticizing it, the body responds with balance and cooperation. This inner shift makes lasting change possible and allows health improvements to continue naturally over time. If you take one message from this today, let it be this: stop fighting your body and start caring for it. Choose real food, gentle movement, restful sleep, and kind thoughts. Be patient. Be consistent. No matter your age, your body can still respond, still heal, and still change. You are not too old, and it is not too late. Your journey toward better health and natural fat loss begins the moment you decide to stop doing what no longer serves you and start living in a way that truly supports your well-being.